Alright, tubes. I got a lot of PMs, everybody asking me how to make a video on how to make a gasket. So I just got done, I finished making a video of how to make a template and make a gasket for this little engine here. But most of them want to know how to pound one out with a ball peen hammer. So there's a cast iron block here from a 1928 FH Briggs. And this one will work nice. So I got to make a gasket for the bottom here. So let me throw you guys up on a tripod and we'll show you how we do that. First, when somebody thinks of a ball peen, they think of something like this. You know, I don't know if you could tell the size of that, but here's my hand. That's about 5 inches long. That one's about 4.5 inches long. This is probably about a 4 or 5 pounder, and this is probably about a 3 pounder or so. Alright, you don't want them ball peens because they're only going to get you in trouble, especially on something cast iron like this. I don't know, because of the color you probably can't see how thick this is, but there you go. But you got an edge on here that's maybe 3/8, and if you wanted to, you could probably snap that off and hit it, and you don't want to do that. So these big hammers, you don't want these big ball peens. You want something like this, these real small ones. This one's a good size. That might be a pound or so. That's about 3.5 inches. And this one here is even nicer. I like this one here. This is nice for making holes. It's about 2.5 inches. And that thing is so light, I would say it's probably not even a pound, you know. But this is what you want, these two little ones here. You can see how they fit in your hand. Alright, so you get rid of these big things. Alright, then you got to decide what kind of gasket material you want. Not want, but will work, you know. I got about 5 different kinds here. This is a good one here. This is oil resistant stuff, and that's probably what we're going to use. But this here is also oil resistant, but it's a little stiffer. And this one here is a cardboard. That's supposed to be oil resistant. And here's a sort of a fiber cardboard one, which would work too. But then you got this one here, you know, and this is sort of a hard, I wouldn't say plastic because it feels kind of rubbery, you know. And this would be more suited for maybe a head gasket on a hit and miss or something. So that isn't something you want to use, and I'll show you when I put you on a tripod. I'll show you how to check it. But it's worth getting get the real material. I hear guys say they use cereal boxes and manila envelopes and everything. If you're going to use something like that, you might as well not even use anything at all. You know, because after a while it's going to leak or blow out or something. It's just cardboard. So get yourself some good material. It only costs a couple dollars at an auto parts store. Alright, let me put you back on a tripod like I said I was gonna. Alright, here's how you're going to test if to see if the material is any good to cut, or if it'll cut good with a hammer. You know, you just find an edge, you know, a sharp edge here, and just put a little piece of, everybody has gasket material scraps laying around, and then you just tap it and you see if it'll work. And this is a good one. You see how nice and clean that cut is? That's cutting right off there. So that'd be a good piece, you know. And here's another piece. Like I say, this one here is a little stiffer, but it would work. And you just tap along the edge, and that will make a good piece. But like I say, this one here, this material, it would work, but I wouldn't suggest it. You know, because you see it's not really getting that nice clean cut, and it's sort of brittle. So this is sort of for a different application. Alright, so let's like I say, this is the kind. This is what I'm going to use. This is making a nice cut, and it's just what we want. Look at that. So let's get a piece of that, and we'll make a gasket. Might as well test this one since I tested the rest of them. Okay, this was that sort of fibrous cardboard one. See, that makes a nice cut too, nice square cut. So them 4 pieces would be okay for this. All right, I cut a piece that'll fit here, and I'm going to put it down this way. That way it holds itself in place. Just make sure you're covering the whole surface that you want to make a gasket out of. Then what you want to do is you want to find the hole. We're going to start out with a hole, and I got one right here. So. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but it just had a little bit of tapping, made a perfect hole. All right, let me get some nuts and bolts here, and I'll show you how we're going to hold that in place. All right, I just got some quarter 20 bolts here. I mean, you could spray and glue this in place and everything, but the main thing is you just want to keep this thing from moving. So I'm going to throw these quarter 20 nut and bolt on here. Okay, so that's actually that's just hand tight, and that ain't going nowhere. So now I want to find another hole. I got that right up here. So that's where this nice little tiny one comes in handy. Now, I'll just put a nut and bolt in there. And I'm going to tighten that down, and then I'm going to put these other holes in there, and then we'll continue on from there. Alright, we got that all bolted down. I mean, you got a little bit of oil canning here, but that ain't going to affect anything. You know, as long as your gasket don't move from side to side, you're okay. So now, I'm going to use a little bigger one here. I like to use the round end. Some people, they'll use this end. It doesn't matter. But whatever you choose. Then you just find the edge and follow it. And you don't have to hit it hard. You know, because I don't know if you can see it, but it's cutting. It's actually doing a nice job. You see, like I say, some people use this end of the hammer, and that's fine. That works just as good. But I like to use the round end. Alright, I'm going to continue on doing this, and then probably just speed the video up. Also, another thing, I like coming towards me. That way it sort of gives it an axe effect, you know, hatchet. Okay. Maybe I won't speed you up since that didn't take very long. Oh, I gotta shut these down. I got a phone call. Alrighty. It has a little dirt bike. So let's go around. We'll find the outside edge here. Yeah, you don't have to hit it very hard, especially, it depends on the material. And like I say, I like using the round end, but a lot of people like using this end. That might even make it a little faster for you. I think I might even give you a cleaner cut. And as I'm hitting, I'm sort of dragging it. Oh yeah, here. I'm going to spin you around. You mind if I spin you around? There we go. should be it. Got a little aggressive there. Like I say, you just want to tap it. I'm going to spin this around again. Hold on. There we go. Okay, that's coming off. Alrighty. There you go. You got yourself a gasket now. You just got to unscrew it. Let's unscrew it and see what it looks like. Alright. So there you go. There's your gasket, perfect gasket. Like I said, I was gonna speed that up, but I was able to make that so fast that I'm gonna leave these in real time. All right, I hope I helped some of you guys out. I gotta make another one of these. There's two of these. There's one that goes here, and then this has an oil pan that goes on it, or an oil sump, and then another gasket. So I have to make another one identical to that, which I can actually trace out, but I might as well just put it on here and do it. That was just as fast. Then it's cutting it with a scissor. Alrighty, enough of this.